I've been trying to show you this nest for a few days. Trying to get it with too much sun at this time of day. So, good afternoon! How's everybody today? Kevin here, the host of Kevin in Paradise. What's happening? I hope everybody's doing well. Had a great weekend. I pottered about. I actually hardly did anything. It was way too hot. And guess what? I'm out here with a t-shirt on and it's about 25 degrees. So some would say hot, and I say cold because I'm not used to it. But it's not cold, it's just cool. Cool enough to put a t-shirt on. Last night the weather was hot. I went to bed, it was like 27 degrees outside at midnight. I couldn't sleep for some reason. Left me like a little bit tired. I went to bed. I'd already showered everything and went to lay down. It was the AC in the house. I always keep it at 27 when I sleep. It said 27 inside and 27 outside, but it still felt hot. I guess because of the humidity, maybe. Anyway, this morning about 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock, I was laying in bed just like waking up, and you could hear the wind going and bits of branches and stuff blowing everywhere. And the wind really kicked up, and the rain come in. I've showed you the rain before. I thought, I'm not going outside, so I made myself a cup of tea, sat and looked at see what's happening in the world, and then I kept looking out the window thinking, oh, it's not too bad, it's not too bad, it's not too bad. And it finally, after about 45 minutes of hard rain, I went outside and the place was flooded. I thought, oh. So I cleaned up and put everything away and got rid of the branches and all that sort of stuff. And it's left it to be nice and cool today, overcast and cool. So it's like 4 o'clock now. Sugar's had her dinner and she just come to see me. Is that right? You had your dinner and you're happy now? Huh? Happy now? 4 o'clock, dinner time for Sugar. So I buy her. I've been buying her all kinds of different things, and she wouldn't eat nothing. But Thai dogs like rice, so I thought, okay, she won't eat nothing. I'm going to get her rice. If the noise is if the wind's affecting the sound, I apologize, but I'm kind of hiding the best I can. Yeah, she won't eat dog food, she won't eat this, she won't eat that, so I give her rice and she's happy. But what I also been doing is buying her, I'll just put it like this, I buy all the innards from chicken and cook it up. Stinks the house out, but what I do is I buy like a kilo of it and then cook it all up and put it in this Tupperware dish. Then through the week I can take a little bit out each day. The other thing is I give her, if I make myself an egg sandwich for breakfast, the oil goes in her bowl, the rice into that, and then her stuff onto that. And every single day I've been giving it to her, and guess what? Nothing left. Cleans a lot out. So she loves it. So she's happy. I started laughing the other day, because of the information that I'm getting about the bug. If you start adding it all up, you have to how can I put this politely? You have to like calculate into it a BS factor, things that don't sound right. So when you think, hey, that's not right, hey, that's not right. And one of the big things that got me right from the word go is like, when you hear all these new things that come out, the first thing I always say is just wait. The information will come out, the truth will come out, just wait. Because it's this, when you've been around long enough and you hear this stuff and you think, don't believe that, I'll wait, and the information comes out. Well, endless doctors now, the same as the kerosene brought the tray towers down. Like, if you worked in the field, I used to work with helicopters, right? And when you get a 55-gallon drum or 50-gallon drum, whatever it is, 200 liters, I think 210 liters drum of aviation fuel, right? A helicopter pilot will not allow you to put that fuel in his vehicle, his helicopter, unless he's there when you open it. Will not let you put it in. So if you're using helicopters, you have to provide the fuel. So you order the fuel in advance, and when he gets there, he has to fill up. He watches you open the tank, and then you pump it into the helicopter for him, right? And whatever is used or whatever is left over goes from grade A aviation fuel to kerosene B. Grade A aviation fuel, right, or just aviation fuel, to kerosene grade B. And what do you put in kerosene heaters? Grade B kerosene. And I just asked a simple question: does the kerosene heater melt to the floor within minutes? No. So how can the same thing, aviation fuel, how it doesn't change from aviation fuel to jet fuel to whatever? So I think, I don't believe that story. I don't believe this story. And eventually the stories add up. And you know, some of the things now I'm hearing about the test equipment, nothing's consistent. But here's the one thing that really got me was when all the countries started going into lockdown. I'm like, who's orchestrating this? Everybody's doing the same thing. Who's controlling all this? It's a central theme, right? So I don't believe it. And the more I listen now, is this keeps confirming. So panic over, in my opinion. And if you have a country opinion, it's allowed. It's not, you know, an educated person doesn't have to argue and shout. Just present your case and let me think with my head and analyze with my noodle what is right and wrong. But now I'm at peace, and nobody's going to stick any sharp things in me. So I'm going to stay at peace and stay healthy, because that's the way our bodies are designed. Your body is designed to take care of itself. It's just the way things are. Unless you get something, you know, if your immune system is really compromised for whatever reason, and you really need a boost to get you back on track, I can understand that. But the main thing is, like I always said, the main theme of what I always talk about is stay healthy. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. And what does that say? Blessings means that you get what you're looking for, money, you know, a home, blessings, right? Rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. So you have a mental state and physical state, and it encompasses all that. So I just believe and want for you guys the best. And I believe, you know, I think unless we change our mental thought, you know, I can think this way, you guys can think this way. Some of you agree, some of you disagree, that's okay. But if we don't start thinking differently and stop these people who wanting to control us all the time, then, you know, it used to be called Agenda 21, 2001, right? 2021, sorry. But now it's called Agenda 2030. So another 9 years, they think. Well, unless we collectively, well, we don't have to fight them. We don't have to fight them. Just put your consciousness on something that's good, and that's sufficient to churn it. We don't want, you know, you don't have to listen to parasites. And I think I'm trying my hardest not to talk about this subject again, because I think it insults your intelligence. You know, if you figured something out and you understand how it works, and you talk about it once or twice, 3 times maybe, no need to keep talking about it. Line in the sand and move on. So with that note, I say to you, I wish you all the very, very best. I want a sound, I know it's hard sometimes to have a sound mind with no garbage around it. On that note, buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness, all the very best to you from a rainy paradise.